just in about a day, maybe they've sat together and made a plan how to approach against a very good bowling attack, and the pitch that surprised them with that extra bounce and of course the pace of Nahid. So they've come out with a plan, as it seems, and they're going well at the moment. And the start that they got, of course, courtesy Maaz Sadaqat's innings, has helped them to keep that run rate going as well. Just around 7.5. Has also allowed Saib Zada Farhan to settle himself in. Had a bit of a scare. He was given out on the field, but then later on found out he was going to miss stumps. And what we've seen of him is he's more of a big hitter of the ball. Strike rotation isn't really something that we know of him, but he's looked good today, taking his time, looking to bat 50 overs the side.
Yeah, you got to give credit to someone like Maaz Sadaqat, the way he handled this fast bowlers. 75, he managed to score to give Pakistan a really good opening partnership, 103. He would have been quite disappointed, the mode of dismissal, the bottom of the bat and just scooping it back to the keeper. Again, wet. It was in the air, just away from that field at a point, but the fielder in the deep will cut it off. So it'll be 2 more runs. Ends the over, 4 in that over. It's all ones here. 1-1, 1 for 1.
Here's how Pakistan look at 111 for 1. They made good use of that first power play. Taskin to continue. That's a good sharp delivery. That's a proper short delivery. Oh, it's been given a wide. Well, front on it looked very good. From side on, we'll have to wait and see if it's going over his head.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a struggle for the seamers because they came into high expectations in this second one-day international with the way they bowled, especially Nahid Rana in the first one-day international. But full credit to Pakistan batters. And if you look at the bowling so far from Bangladesh, the 3 seamers, as expected, Taskin, Mustafizur and Nahid Rana and Mehdi and Miraj, was no sign of Rishad Hussain, the right-arm leg spinner, because if you look at what has happened so far, it's the spinner. Mehdi and Miraj has been able to break the opening partnership. Spinner among the wickets, only wicket so far. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he will be introduced, Rishad Hussain. Right, when you talk about the bowling strength in the past, spin has been the dominant factor for Bangladesh. Not anymore. Just going back to the pace quartet, the available of someone like Shariful Islam, who's sitting in the dugout. They've worked really hard to ensure that they have a really good bench strength. just on a shorter side, so plenty of time for the batter to just flick it away and come back for a couple of runs. Now, this is what Bangladesh has to offer. Battery of fast bowlers. Mustafizur, look at the number of matches and wickets. Taskin, Shuriful, Hassan Mahmood, who's been outstanding in Test cricket. Tanzim Hassan Saqib, Ibadat Hussain, who would forget his exploits with the ball in that Test match at Manmanguni when they went on to win against New Zealand in Test cricket. So they have a really good bench strength in terms of fast bowlers, and that's what they start to believe, that now that since Bangladesh has the number of pace bowler available, which will give them a solid confidence when you go overseas, especially Sikandar, to be able to start winning matches with the strength in the bowling department, especially in the pace bowling department, and also the pitch itself. Looking at this surface, oh, lovely. I think this is a very good surface for batting. You've got to get it right. There's something in for the bowlers and also for batters. We've already seen the display how Mas Sadakat batted, and now Farhan coming out and playing a little bit more freely.
Yeah, good that you bring up the fast bowling battery and then the pace attack and the conditions provided. We'll talk more on that as it's the last ball of this over now. It doesn't time, it takes the inside part of the bat. Single to end the over, 116 for 1. Sweeps that one in front of middle leg. Yeah, you spoke about the fast bowlers and how they look so good and so handy in that first outing over here, in that first ODI. And then, of course, then you did the pitch report. The color of the pitch almost blends with the outfield. Yeah, have a look at that. Not something that you expect when you come here. And then you say, oh, how bat in there. How spin has had more say. When you look at Sean Tate's inclusion, I think he's been around for 2 years or so with the team. And then you talk about him working with the faster bowlers. But it's so important he provide those conditions to them as well. And they've done that. And it has worked for them. At least in that first outing. Took the opposition by surprise. So Sean Tate's work, along with the ground staff and the curator, I think is also a new guy. So it seems like they're going ahead with a plan, how they want to go about in certain bilateral series at home. And here we've seen both these matches that the faster bowlers have had say. There's been pace, bounce, carry. And which is why you just saw that Abrar was left out. That's a good over. Two coming off it, single of the last ball. 118 for one.
Atas.